A clean mic is a happy mic. Hey, good evening. This is Mark Clayson, Clason, and I am the owner of this hobby studio I call Studio Mirage in Rosamond, California. Oh, wait, I forgot to say Studio Mirage. Studio Mirage is in Rosamond, California. And yes, you can look me up. Let's see, I don't really advertise online, but you can send me an email, mirage.entertainment@hotmail.com. Where am I supposed to be looking? Where's the camera? Over here. Okay, there it is. Hey, howdy. This is a rough draft of a studio tour that I want to do in better quality later, but this is a rush job because I want to share this with my music production students. So anyway, it's a hobby studio because I'm not doing it full time. I teach music production, band and choir at the high school across the street. And I get to do this as a project studio. I do have paying clients from time to time, and I'm working with a band right now. So that's kind of fun. But I'm going to give you a little tour of my little studio. And so I've been talking to my music production students about my home studio for a long time. And we like to watch YouTube videos of studio tours. And one of my YouTube home recording studio heroes recently posted a video of his studio tour. You know, what does it look when you actually move the camera around? And it was not professional. It was not super duper great. It was very simple and messy and humbling. And it made me think, my goodness sakes, I think I need to show my simple, discombobulated, and humble home studio. Now, this is inside a tough shed. The interior measurements are approximately 9 feet wide by 11 feet long. So that doesn't give us a lot of room to work. Most of the time, it's just me by myself. I can get one, maybe two musicians in here to record. Alrighty, this is my desk. It is an old teacher's desk that I actually rescued from the dumpster when another teacher was carting it out there. I said, "What are you getting rid of that?" They said, "Yeah, you want it?" I said, "Yes, I want it." I put it in my truck and I brought it home. Anyway, there I have a Vizio 42-inch big screen TV up there mounted on the wall as my monitor. You can see I have a Pro Tools session up there of a piano project I'm working on. In the center, I have my power conditioner and my Focusrite 18920 third generation, which Santa Claus brought a couple years ago. That is great because it has 8 XLR inputs, and I specifically wanted 8 inputs on an interface because I wanted to be able to record drums. Then I have some other miscellaneous stuff, just basically filling up the rack. I don't use that all. I have my Mac Mini up there. I believe that's a 2018. Let's see, what else? Okay, there's my little desk camera. If I do zoom in here, I have a candle that I burn sometimes. And I've got my Rocket K6s up here. My Rocket K6s, nice. I have my Sweetwater candy up there. I really wish I had more bags of candy from Sweetwater. So, you know, whatever. Oh, let's see. Oh, that's embarrassing. That's been hanging up there for a long time. Anyway, that's my hardline internet, which comes in from the house and comes down here because I'm on the edge of the Wi-Fi signal. So a little Darryl Mansfield signed picture. I've got my doorbell alarm. I have a little clock up there. This is my friend Ian, who autographed that for me when his career was just getting started. There's the Whole Heart album I produced in the 90s with the band photo at top. That's me, caricature done by a friend of this guy's dad who does it at Disneyland. And he did it for me for kicks. I gave him $5 because I was poor and didn't have any more. There's my NAMM a couple NAMM badges up there. Sweet Comfort Band poster from 1979 when I saw them as a freshman in college. That's me, Studio Mirage. That's from my grandparents' house. Trust in the Lord. Let's keep things in perspective. Okay, I have some acoustic treatment on the walls, point of first reflection around the back of the monitors, and there's my window AC unit because this thing was turning into an oven. And so a friend of mine who's a handyman, he did this for me, and I bought it. He installed it and, filled up the window with plywood, whatever. This is my Avid certification for Pro Tools. 2 lights. Oh, this right here is where I normally have my phone. So it's on a little adjustable boom arm. So it's right there when I'm working. Speaking of boom arms, on this side, I have another boom, but this has a microphone on it. This is a PreSonus M7, and I have it hooked up at all times so that, it's got a short little XLR cable that goes straight into channel 1 on the Focusrite interface, and I can sit here and talk or sing from a seated position, which I do not recommend. I wouldn't do that for final vocals, but for scratch vocals, it's okay. Let's see. Oh, I spilled a glass of water onto my laptop, and that was a $3,000 mistake. So I invested $15 into these. In fact, I have 2 of them. So you can put your drink here, and there's no risk of knocking it over. Excuse me. Very nice. I have my Bluetooth keyboard, Bluetooth mouse, fresh air freshener. There we go. All right. Miscellaneous stuff up here. I have my little, what's a trumpet player, mariachi trumpet player. He's there blowing his horn for us there. I've got my used and unused Amazon gift certificates. Hey, that always works for me. Gift certificates. And there's this thing. You know what this is? It's a little, elastic bag. Big enough to put your fist in, but not big enough to put your head in. And this came when I bought some red, what am I trying to say? Bed sheets for the band room. So I could have a red bed sheet to cover percussion and such. And I said, oh my goodness sakes, I'll bet most people throw this away. But you know what this is good for? Yeah. Dust cover on your microphone. If you're going to leave your mics out, put a dust cover on them. At least, a little towel or something. As long as they're not being powered. If they're being powered, no, because they'll heat up. So if you have phantom power, first of all, condenser mic, yes, that's a condenser mic. Is it powered with phantom power? No. That would be stupid because, it heats up, and you certainly don't want to burn them up over time. If you're going to leave your mics out, put a dust cover on them. At least, a little towel or something. As long as they're not being powered. If they're being powered, no, because they'll heat up. So if you have phantom power, first of all, condenser mic, yes, that's a condenser mic. Is it powered with phantom power? No. That would be stupid because, it heats up, and you certainly don't want to burn them up over time. You could damage your microphone if you leave them phantom powered 24/7 for years. So you turn them off, and then you put a dust cover on it. Keep your mic clean. A clean mic is a happy mic. Yeah. Here's my notes from a project I'm working on right there. Slide this under. Here's a trumpet. There's a box full of microphone bags that my nephew sent me. Here's some miscellaneous reference material and inspirational material. I've got to have a trash can. If you don't have a trash can, what are you doing? Where do you put trash? Okay, on the wall, I have 2 black storage cubby things where I have miscellaneous long-term storage stuff. Let's see. Miscellaneous tools. Here are my mic stands stashed in a corner in case I have to do a band. No, I don't record a band in here. No way. Let me show you the other side in case you haven't seen it. Okay, let's go back this way. Let's go clockwise. Okay, here we go. I showed you this stuff, right? Okay, Am I going too fast? Do 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 do. Yeah, I have outdoor porch lights, string lights around the top. Yeah, there we go. Okay, looking good. Oh, beauty shot. Okay, great. Da, 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 da. I'll talk about that later. Remind me, 2 switches. So this is the door. It's a huge door. It's like 5 feet, okay, 4.5 feet wide by 6 feet. Well, I'm 6 foot. So it's like 74 inches tall. And it was just silver insulation material. And I put, this stuff up here, which is also on the ceiling. The whole ceiling has that stuff on it. Yeah, the whole ceiling. So that helps. Then we go over here. Oh, this is great. These things are worth their weight in gold. If I want to turn these off individually, I can do that, So that's great. Okay. People give me stuff. That's a Marvel Comics poster book that I've never opened because, hey, who knows? I might sell someday. Then I have my... I collect these Funko Pops. All the Funko Pops in here are Marvel characters. Some from the MCU and some just from the comics. And there's more over there. So if you are a client of my studio, bring me a Funko Pop. It doesn't have to be Marvel. I also do Star Trek, but those are in my office indoors. This light fixture I got for $5. It's a bathroom light fixture, and it's missing a finial at one end. It's $5. Okay. There's more acoustic treatment. Oh. Drop my phone. All right. Am I still right side up? Okay. So I have bookcases here because bookcases are great diffusers. Because the books are various thicknesses and depths, and they're great diffusers. But they do make for a little crowded space. I'm working on maybe getting rid of them. This is my mic locker. My microphones are all in there. There's a mixer. There's a bass guitar that I don't play. And miscellaneous things. Velcro ties, mic windscreens, more processors and such that I am not using right now. That's the only surviving window. There were 3 windows in here. One window here, which does open, fresh air if you need it, sunshine. That window that now has the air conditioner in it. And behind this was a window that I boarded up, insulated up, and now... that's there. Okay, go back. Where were we? Here's a chair. There's some drumsticks in the corner. More miscellaneous stuff. Oh, somebody recognize that? It says Whole Heart. There's a story behind that. Yes, the name of the studio is Studio Mirage. Let's see. There's some windscreen, some pop filters. What do we have over here? That's kind of fun. On the other side, it says applause. I get enough applause. I don't have to turn the sign on. And here is a bunch of guitar amps and cabinets, more cabinets than amps. These were handed to me, this homemade amplifier, and this is a carving cabinet. That's a homemade cabinet with the amp, separate amp and cones all cobbled together. These 2 things are kind of like memory items from probably the best electric guitar player I ever worked with. And I had the privilege of playing in a band with him, both at church and in concerts for a number of years. Mr. Ron Busalis, shout out. I'll see you in heaven, my brother. This was a gift, the orange amp, from another great blues guitarist, Jake. Thank you so much. And my nephew Sam gave me this Marshall cabinet when he moved. He said, I don't have room for it. Do you want it? I said, of course I want it. When somebody says, do you want blah, 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 generally you say yes. Okay, we have a little Epiphany amp, a little Ampeg amp. Behind here is a Carvin bass cabinet with no amp. I have a number of keyboards. That's my Novation. What's it called? It's 49 something, whatever. Novation Impulse 40. I can't see in the dark. Yeah, 49. Impulse 49. Okay, I use that as my main MIDI device. That's my place. That's my little tour. Okay, that's a great shot. Let me do that again. So the floor is made of scrap rug that I got out of a dumpster. Believe it or not, it needs to be cleaned, but you know, I'm not going to pay to get it cleaned. I barely vacuum it. Oh, did I say that out loud? Oh, I have a snake. It's a 30-foot, 6-channel snake. Well, it's 8 channels, 6 XLR and 2/4 inch, and that goes around the back, and then it comes up and it plugs into the back of my Focusrite interface. But this is, there's no padding. It's just 2 layers of carpet. The bottom layer was used. The top layer is brand new. Well, it was from an installation. There was a scrap leftover. And then the walls, okay, when I first bought this house, this tough shed, it's a tough shed. The tough shed was already here and it was empty and it was brand new. And so the inside was just open 2x4s, right? The yard came with a pile of bricks. I put those bricks in the wall. So from the floor to about here, all about 30 inches, all the way across and out to about here, so it's equal on both sides, is solid brick between the 2x4 studs. And then I used spray foam insulation to fill in the cracks because I figured, you know, obviously it's not soundproof, but I figured if we're going to be recording kick drums, if we're going to be recording bass guitars, that low frequency stuff is going to be down here. So I wanted to be a good neighbor the best I could be. So those bricks help negate low frequencies from escaping through those walls anyway. Okay, here's the story behind the 2 wall switches. One of them says, do not turn off. The other one says lights. So if I turn this one off, ooh, it gets dark in here. It's got a little built-in nightlight. That's kind of nice. This one, okay, so I did all the wiring myself. I have 8 wall plugs at 36 inches off the deck, so you don't have to bend over. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're all at 36 inches off the floor, and they're all on this. So you do not turn that off because that shuts everything down. So you don't want to do that. You want to shut things down manually so you don't damage your electronics. And then this switch goes up to 4 outlets up here. 1, 2, 3, and this one is wired in 4. So yeah, when I'm done, I just hit that and all the lights go out, but my electronics stay on. Oh, I got those little things going on. Let me see here. I've got a switch right here for this one, a switch right here for this one, and this one has a timer on it until the batteries wear out. Oh, also, the light switch also goes up there to a ceiling fan. And originally I was trying to be on, stick to a budget, and I had a three blade fan. and it just wasn't cutting it. And so we upgraded to a 5-blade fan, and it does make a difference. If anybody says, should I go 3 or 5, you say 5. So that's a little tour of my little studio. Like I said, it's a project studio, a hobby studio. It's my fun place. And it's so much better to work in here since I got air conditioning. I think you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, here we go. And